why clubbing sucks is because of rampant misogyny and red pill. And until you get those two things under control, it's always going to continue to suck. The demise of club culture is just a symptom of a bigger cultural issue, and it is red pill. You want to make clubbing fun again, it needs to revolve around women. Women need to be prioritized, and misogyny makes it so that's impossible. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go back a little bit. It has been proven by science that men who marry tend to live healthier and longer than men who remain single. But on the other hand, women who remain single and childless are likely to live the longest of anyone on this earth. So literal science has proved that women have nothing to gain by pairing up with men long term, while men have everything to gain by pairing up with women long term. Science has literally proven that marriage benefits men in ways that it'll never benefit women, that women have more to lose by getting married. Which means that if heterosexual marriage benefits men in the long term, then heterosexual marriage and relationships in general should benefit women in the short term. That is the reason why when you go on dates, you shouldn't be going 50-50. That is the reason why when you go on dates, he should be covering all of it. Because he needs to make it worth it for you in the short term, so that in return, you can make it worth it for him in the long term. Are you following me? Because what you are subtly reminding them is that, hey, unfortunately, you need me more than I need you. In the long term, you stand to gain more from this marriage. From us getting married and having children, you stand to gain more than I do. If we are applying the same concept of long-term versus short-term gain, apply that to club culture as well. Club culture was over and dead and shot in the back of the head the minute that the price of entry was the same for men and women. The club should actually always be free for women. Because a club full of beautiful women will always bring men. It'll always bring men to it, right? A club and a party that can exist of just women will thrive and be perfectly fine. A club that is full of just men, no one's going to that. A club full of just all women will bring out other women. We see it all the time. They throw parties for just specifically women all the time, and those parties will be packed to the brim. A party advertised for just men, and that's meant to advertise to heterosexual men, is not going to bring out more men. The only way that club culture that is specifically targeting their core demographic is heterosexual people, the only way that it thrives if it revolves around women. Sorry, they are the star of the show. Get off that fucking table. You're not a diva, babe. Leave it to the girls. Get down. Back in my day when I first started clubbing, the club was always full to the brim with women. Because back in my day, I could be dead broke and I could still go out. As long as I had an outfit to wear and me and my friend had $20 to buy a bottle to pregame with, we could go because the club was free for us. We would go out fucking 4 nights in a row. You want to know why? Because the club was free to us. And every single time we went, guess what? It was packed to the brim. If I could take it one step further and say the attitude of making women pay entry in the same exact amount of entry fee as men instead of letting them in for free is the exact reason why men don't really buy drinks in the club anymore as well. Because if you let all the women in for free, right, if the ticket price was supposed to be $35 or $40 or whatever it was, and you let the women in for free, guess what? I walk in there, guess what? Now I'm up $40. Now I have $40 to drink with. Oh, great. Now it seems like I can buy 3 or 4 drinks. Now I'm good. So throughout this night, I'm not going out of my way to approach men first and try and make small talk with them in hopes that maybe he'll like me enough to buy me a drink because I'm like, girl, I'm good. I have my extra money. I'm good. So that forces men to have to walk up to women and immediately offer to buy them a drink because they know that the women don't really need them. So they have to essentially bring an offering, a gift, as a way to open up conversation. Because the club has created an environment that has already told you that women are the prize in this room, right? That women are the valuable ones, that women are the ones who are bringing the experience, who are making this a fun event. And therefore, they understand they need to get in their good graces as a way to have a good night. When you started charging everyone the same amount to get into the party, and then also you did the whole thing with sections where it was the norm for everyone to have their own section because you left such little room on the dance floor, it suddenly stopped being about women and started becoming a pissing contest amongst men to see who could prove that they had the most money as a way to essentially peacock in front of the women. But women, for the most part, don't fucking like that because they don't go out looking for an experience where they get to watch a bunch of men put on a show. They go out to have a good time amongst each other. You created a club culture and an environment that is about men showing off who can be the flashiest when a club should be about women having the experience. Why would women show up to your functions and to your events when you are giving them nothing in the short term, okay, like letting them in for free, right? When you are the one who benefits in the long term, okay, throw a great party, they bring all the men out, they force the men to spend money. Also, a party full of beautiful women, people see videos of that online, people hear about it, and the next time you throw a party, it'll be packed to a brim because the expectation is that, oh my God, when so-and-so throws a party, it's going to be full of a bunch of beautiful women. Sorry, you want club culture, you want partying to be fun again? Women are the prize, and the party needs to be about women. The DJ needs to be playing music that is specifically for the women. The party promoters and the people need to be letting in the women for free. There should be, at the very minimum, drink specials that are specifically for the women. There is a reason why in the early 2000s, when you went to the club, there was going to be a long line of men waiting outside while the bouncer was letting in 10 women and 2 guys. I'm sorry, Red Pill has infiltrated every single aspect of our lives, and you hate the idea that women are the prize, but babe, the proof is right there.
Yeah, ride Charles every day, smoking on loud. You'll see me with my polo hit the damn crowd. I'm in the ocean.
One, I don't blame Metroboomin for leaving because men absolutely ruined going to the club for me. When you go to the club, the men want to be seen way more than the women, bro. They would literally push women out the way just to be seen. My homeboy literally got mad at me. He was like, you ain't gonna buy no bottle in here, pop the bottle in here. No, what the fuck I'm buying a bottle for? I'm finna pay $300 for a $60 bottle of liquor, and no. Then I'm not finna pay $300-400 for a section filled with men drinking my stuff and jumping all over the couches and stuff in the section that I paid for. No, bro. More men will ask you to buy them something to drink in the club before women, bro. You in the club looking for a woman to take you home, and imagine 5 men ask you for a ride home, and then they get mad if you don't give it to them, bruh. It's a sad world we live in where you can't ask a grown-ass man to get off the stage, bruh. Come on, bruh. It ain't never been that deep, man. Never.
I said, don't get on the fucking stage.
Hey, Jay, Metro want the mic.
Alright, I'm gonna let my Metro talk here.
Until they get off. Music.
Look, I appreciate the support. I know everybody want to come support. I appreciate that, everybody with their movement. But I got about 20 artists with me that's on this tape. If you did not rap or make a beat on this motherfucking tape, please get the fuck off the stage so we can come celebrate and put this show on the right way. If not, we just finna do it. And that's it. Y'all fuck it up. That's it. You see what I'm saying, twin? Alright, bitch, y'all got it. Fuck this shit. See? Got cool shit.
But we really finna go, man. They did us like that.
Well, we leaving. Yep. Metro said fuck that shit. Cause all these celebrity ass Atlanta niggas who swear that they are futuristic something, they goddamn wanted to stay on stage. So ain't no futuristic something in Atlanta. Everybody swear they Metro homeboy, his cousin, his friend or some shit like that. So, we gone. Yeah, they go to Magic City Girl.
Right now, it's a video right now. No, because I do photography too. Okay.
Damn, this nigga just left the room.
Yeah, it's ugly. Metro said, fuck it, we gone. Yeah. Because motherfuckers in Atlanta think they think they Metroboomin. They're not even Metroboomin. That Metroboom party, they think they Metroboomin at his party. Damn, that's crazy.
That experience Metroboomin had with all of those dudes rushing the stage and staying there regardless of how many times he asked them to move was essentially society holding a mirror up to men about men's behaviors. Because women are leaving the club scene for the same reasons he wanted to leave that stage, men are forced to be in proximity to one another in the same way that women used to be. And they're getting to see what women always see. The same entitlement those men had to being that close to Metroboomin because they bought tickets is the same entitlement men have to women because they bought them a drink. Y'all keep telling women if you don't like it outside because it's so unsafe to be around men, stay home. Women are taking that advice. And if they aren't staying home, they're going to female-only places where they feel safe so they won't experience the things Metro experienced. That shit was like walking outside your house during the purge. A bunch of people standing around staring at you standing still, plotting a attack. I bet you that's what it felt like, right? Even his security was shook. If those men felt that unsafe being around other men, why do y'all invalidate women when we say we feel unsafe? I would ask Metroboomin, what were you wearing? I would tell him you should have chose better. I would ask him, did he vet the men he sold them tickets to? Just to encourage men in society to experience themselves how we experience them. I actually only have one question for him. Metroboomin, want some more, nigga?
Hey, Metro would hate Denver. Because I'm seeing a video of him walking out on stage because all the guys were on the stage, bro. It's like that out here. Everywhere you go, like you go to any club, you see the DJ, you're going to see a bunch of guys on stage. You see the sections, you see a bunch of guys in the section. Like, it'd be no women, bro. Like, it'd be Sexy Red coming on. I'm looking for the hoes. Niggas are on stage shaking their ass. Come on, bro. Nobody want to see that, bro. I'm trying to figure out where the women at. Like, I'm just saying, if I'm out there in the club and I'm single, I want to see women on stage dancing. I don't want to see no men on stage rapping Meek Mill. Like, come on, bro. But, nah, he definitely wouldn't ride with Denver, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
That Metroboomin situation is a direct reflection of what social media is doing to society. In two different ways. One, when people say, like, who gonna be the boys? Yeah, I think that's kind of what they meant. If you look at that situation, why is it so many men on that stage while Metroboomin is trying to perform, where he has to be like, y'all got to get off the stage, and then they stayed. And I saw some think pieces that said it was girls on that stage too. It was, but history has showed us that a lot of rappers or performers don't mind women being on stage because they actually add to the enjoyment, right? They dancing, they twerking, they doing all the things. It's fun. That is not always the case with guys. Y'all just standing there looking crazy in the way. So that's one. Two is clout. It's clout. Everybody wants to have their phone out. Everybody wants to be next to the person who got the clout. So they want to get pictures and post them, just be like, oh, I was on the stage with Metro. Oh, I'm out here with celebrities. I'm doing things. Just wanting to be seen. Just wanting to be seen. Clout is a hell of a drug. And I think that's all have to do with social media. Because if you ain't have nowhere to post it, you wouldn't even care to have it in your phone.
Club culture died when y'all started making women paid again. Okay, I know people love to say, oh, it was the music, they stopped making dancing music. No, it was when y'all started making women pay. Because at the end of the day, when I started clubbing, the women got in free and the men paid. Why? Because us women bring out the men. Men come because they know there's going to be girls there. And as soon as y'all started treating us like boys, it wasn't fun no more, okay? Anytime you go into a club and you first walk in and you scope the scenery, the first thing, this is how you know it's going to be a bad vibe. When you scope the scenery and you say, dang, there's a lot of niggas in here. There's a lot of men in here and not enough women. For every one woman, there's like 10 niggas. That ain't fun. Like, that's the thing that you're like, ooh, we might need to go somewhere else. There's too many niggas in here. And I know men say the same thing because you want to be where the girls are at, right? And I feel like this Metroboomin situation is a prime example of how far club culture has died, how far gone it is. Because this man literally had to end his event early because grown men would not get off the stage. The thing about it is, if it was a bunch of women on the stage and they said get off, the women would have got off. But these grown men who like to stand on platforms, like to stand in sections and be corny and be the girls who gonna be the boys, ruined the whole event. Metroboomin probably walked in and said, oh, it's too many niggas in here. And it's equivalent to you being a grown man and going in another man's section and then arguing that you don't want to get out of that man's section. Why are y'all trying to be up there with like groupies? Y'all want to be girls. Y'all want to be girls. And that's why clubbing ain't fun no more.
Club culture died when it went from being women-centered to now being male-centered. And it never was like that. Look, that Metroboomin situation shows how club culture has really died for real. Metroboomin was at his own show for Futuristic Summer. I checked out the project. Look, I'm a 2000s kid, 90s baby. I liked that era, so hearing a lot of them songs, you know, it was nostalgic. I thought it was just an okay project. And I'm from the deep South myself, so being from the South, I really, you know, I vibe with that.
You see what I'm saying to him? I bet y'all got it. Fuck this shit.
Metroboomin canceled his own show because the dudes in Atlanta would not get off the stage. Go click on the video. Go look at the video in the search. Metroboomin canceled his own show. I seen Young Dro in the background. So it looked like it's about to be a nice little, you know, function. But he canceled the show because he was telling them to get off the stage. From my understanding, everybody in Atlanta think they're a celebrity, so they wouldn't get off the stage. And another caveat to that, with club culture, it was way too many men there. Club culture died when it went from being women-centered to now being male-centered. And it never was like that.
I knew the girls were telling the truth about men ruining the club scene, but I actually experienced it tonight. So when I went to the club tonight after the play, I literally was standing in this one spot. And if you know me, you know that like when I go to festivals and I go to concerts and stuff, I plant my feet. Like you may see me like swaying and rocking, but my feet are planted so I don't move, so people don't get the impression that they can move me around. So I'm dancing in front of the club, like in front of the band that's performing. They were sensational, but I'm dancing in front of the band that's performing, and these three guys literally come and stand in front of me in between the stage and me. Now I'm not big. I'm 5 feet tall, literally, but that's what I mean by not big. So for them to come and stand in front of me and turn and look at me, and I look at them like, and they turn back around and stand in front of me. Boo.
Let the women be in the front. Grown-ass men should be in the back.
Why would a man be there? Why would a man be there? No, it's actually pissing me off. Oh my God, it pisses me off. Why would a man be there? Why do you want to be there? Like, you're literally in my fucking space.
No, can we please bring up that conversation about niggas by the DJ booth? This past weekend, I seen so many niggas so pressed. And I have my own events where niggas be pressed. I was pissed off. Now, mind you, I'm a nigga that be about a DJ booth. One, it's my event. Shut the fuck up. I can do what I want. Two, if I'm about a DJ booth, I'm picking up that mic or I'm coaching. I'm coaching a DJ. Sometimes my DJ need to be coached. Sometimes. I know the vibe that I want to curate as the event curator. So sometimes I'm going to tell my DJ, yo, it's 12 o'clock, it's fourth quarter, play this, boom. I'm productive by the DJ booth if I'm by that motherfucker. But I saw that video, I forgot, I think it was at Vero. That man was, they had to pull his ass. They had to pull him away from the DJ booth. And to get some fine woman by the, niggas, if I see niggas by the DJ booth at my functions, I remember when we had our Juneteenth party at AI Warehouse, a big stage, and it was like 3 niggas surrounding the DJ. Don't worry, that won't happen again. That will not happen again. I will stop the music completely. I will do the record scratch. It's a pandemic. We need to stop who are these niggas? We have to stay away from these niggas.
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read it. Like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
And you can cancel the motherfucking club because us women are no longer welcome there. Hey, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we are no longer welcome in the motherfucking club. Now, these fine gentlemen behind me, I don't know them personally, but I put them on display because they are on top of the couches like bad bitches, okay? That's what it is. That's what it is. Not only is motherfuckers not dancing, getting a groove on in the spot anymore, literally just coming to fucking record each other doing absolutely fucking nothing, but these men are showing up to impress other men. It's fucking sickening. Blech. I'm talking about they are full-blown pushing women out the way. Grown-ass men pushing women out the way so they could stand on top of the couch like the princess that they are. And me personally, I'm not even mad that you on top of the couch, King, but it's like they beasted to be up there and do nothing. You're not even hit me with a Dougie or something. Like, what the fuck? Just up there staring at other men, trying to look cool for the next man is what the fuck I said. Like, I'm sick of it. Y'all be coming to all the spots to do nothing. Y'all don't talk to women. Y'all don't dance with them. Not buy no drinks. Just nothing. Just taking up space. Fuck out of here with that. You can go home with that, my brother.